SF, okay. That's an interesting one indeed. So Chris Lock gonna be on the Shadow Fiend, I'm presuming, and Pakazs on the Monkey King.
Yeah, so I think EG just drafted for these 3 winning lanes, and they're just gonna play the game off fields from that. And it's gonna be up to LGD to kind of get the better of the lanes. This Phoenix pick, I think something that they could do is something like what Matthew did earlier. You know, they need to beware of this early rotation, the first blood, because these things do impact the laning phase a lot, and EG is very, very dependent on the laning phase right now.
Yeah. There's Skyrath Mage and Monkey King on the safe lane. That's kind of a little bit troublesome, I'd say. Particularly if that for the off lane here onto Neo on the Timbersaw. So hopefully Planet with the Fire Spirits will be able to push away Pakazs with the Fire Spirits. I'm hoping that's the case there, or else I don't know how this lane's going to go. It might turn backwards.
Oh, it's pretty easy to push in the lane as Timber Phoenix. You know, you drop a few Fire Spirits, you Timber Chain once or twice, and then you try to pull the wave or pull the creeps back. It's actually not too hard of a lane, but Monkey King does have an advantage at some point that slowly grows on you.
So who are you feeling for this draft, Adam? Who would you go towards? Would you go Evil Genius's way of trying to win all lanes here with their aggressive heroes for the laning stage side, or you go to the scalability and synergy of LGDs?
I'm a big fan of LGD's draft. I think even if they do lose the laning phase, like 1 or 2 team fights is all they're going to need to come back into this game. And they've showed from the first game that they're able to dodge and they play a map very cleanly. And I think I believe that it's easier for them to execute a draft.
Fair enough. As now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get to game 2. This best of 2. Will Evil Geniuses be able to draw this out and make it a 1-1? Or will LGD be able to make this a clean 2-0? So let's find out as we head right into the battle. As EG, they're going to smoke up here as 5 and get themselves beyond the river as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah, again, just kind of holding map. Don't really want to fight on either team. I think for EG especially, they just really want to get to their lanes without anything happening, because if they give away a first blood to NothingToSay or something, things can go very wrong for their game plan.
Still hanging around the jungle meanwhile. See Smile, Chris Lock dancing around in the river there. The rest of LGD looking upon him. They have themselves a really nice observer ward though, LGD. Literally sitting right on top of it, see Smilers. Almost.
Do spot out Pakazs here. Still just a bit of scouting. Look at the wards from LGD. That's so interesting. Just want to kind of protect their stacks. I think it's might be for the Phoenix to stack from the low ground actually, that ward.
Possibly, actually. Is that with Icarus dive, or can he reach that with physical attacks?
You can hit it from the left or from the right on the way to the rune.
Oh, right, okay. Just pray to God that you
don't miss.
You don't get what's it called. Oh, they actually get the range creep top already. They take it out as it was traveling top lane, so they already get the range creep.
I've seen this before from, I feel like it was Tundra, I might be wrong. They just, oh, it was gaming actually. So this helps you push in the wave even more, and it's kind of hard to pressure Timber when this happens because he just has waves on you. And if you see, Pakazs is the one that's kind of getting pressured here.
Yeah, and it's all that more troublesome, especially with the fact that, obviously, of course, as a carry, you want to be trying to focus these last hits and not try and miss all of the waves to get in some harassment and dish out the damage. So Neo's more than happy to miss a few creeps here in order to punish the carry heavily here.
And meanwhile, bot lane Y just forced to TP out, got galed. Shiro's been
Oh yeah.
Living alone for a
Boy
bit.
traveling back. Still only level 1 though at the moment on this top. Hopefully level 2 should come soon, and then we get ourselves reactive armor. Meanwhile, in the mid lane.
Mid lane.
Gosh, Fairy Fire has to be committed there onto C Smile. And look at this. They may be turning it around here on the top lane. The Battle Strike comes out. It will cancel that Sunray. And look at that. First blood on the Timbersaw.
That's a very interesting spell to learn. I feel like level 1 Sunray is probably one of the worst spells in Dota.
I'm not sure myself. I don't want to cause any disrespect here, but I'm sure Sunray doesn't even deal that much damage at level 1.
It does not. It's kind of bad. Even dive is. Actually, I don't know about dive, but it's maybe a misspell. I don't know. Maybe just feeling like he can't land fire spirits, helping his Timber keep healthy, push out lane. Do nothing to say. It's owning mid lane.
I know. I was about to say that as well. You see Smile here, Chris Lock having some unfortunate skirmishes here with nothing to say. He's actually doing really well. Was able to achieve his bottle first. I mean, the bottle will now finally come for the Shadow Fiend. So going to be able to heal up. I think we'll have to use maybe perhaps 2 charges there. Yeah.
This lane will get harder for NothingToSay, but he is getting a lot more out of it than I would have expected. This SF matchup is... I think you're expected to kind of dumpster Ember bot lane.
That's a big power shot. Y may fall here. Yeah, Y will fall. Those Shiro pursuing Wisper right now. The bash is there. The Maledict will finish off the Venomancer.
Oh, the Lotus, the battle. Matthew gets it. That's not too bad for Shiro. Gets a good trade. Y will come back with some regen for him as well.
Top lane, interestingly, New has not actually put any points into the reactive armor here.
Yeah, it's kind of normal against Monkey King because you want to just get last hits, farm, push the wave.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
so you're trying to...
He's actually opting to go Vanguard as well.
Yeah, if you have this right-click battle with reactive armor, he's just going to get Jingu all the time and deny all your creeps, and you're going to be very sad.
That makes sense.
Bad for the rune.
Don't know if you saw on the... Unfortunately, we weren't able to capture it, but on the mid lane, NothingToSay was actually able to dodge a raise by just getting a slat of fist there off onto C-Smile when obtaining the water in there. So, I should say, really dishing out the skills here, though. Panda also being chased off there in the jungle, the planet.
He's feeling it. Man, I'm looking at these like last hits, and I feel like EG's draft is already crumbling. The Venomancer has the same CS as Shiro. Shiro has 1 kill, obviously. His Timber is top CS, kind of close to Monkey King, and NothingToSay is just still taking the lead in the mid lane. I feel like EG has to do way better than this with their draft.
I mean, Matthew gets the courier kill there. Shiro won't be able to finish off the magic wand. So I guess that's somewhat helpful. The Gale comes out on bottom. Shiro gonna have to use the time walk there on bottom. Meanwhile, there's actually action on top lane as well. New will be able to use the Timber Chain there. Is the Jingu damage enough? Yes, it is. They will find a kill top. Meanwhile, on the bottom, though, which we're looking at as well. And also a kill onto the mid lane as well with the dive there from Planet and NothingToSay. 3 points into Flame Guard, interestingly. Finds the kill.
Yeah, nice rotation from Planet. You do get 2 kills in the side lanes though, so that's pretty significant for them. One on the Void and the Timber, 2 of the more important heroes. Planet.
And they may find themselves Planet as well with the power shot. They will. Planet down.
What does Wisper have? Going for the Spirit Vessel here. Not too surprising against the double heal Void and Timbersaw. Curious to see what Pakazs will go for. Has the Echo Saber queued up right now. He does have an SF on his team, so we might see him go for more of a fighting build.
Quite surprised they... I don't think we spoke about it, but the fact that they had themselves the Venomancer position 3 as well. Instead of putting Wind Ranger transitioned his position 3, they might find Y. He's trying to attempt to run away here. Oh no, gets stunned by the Centaur. Are they still going to leave the kill here for Chris? Yes, they are. Chris will be able to get that. That will really help him with the time that he's been having on the mid lane. It hasn't been too great, especially with the death that he had there on the mid lane just a couple of minutes ago.
So a very interesting build from Y. No
top.
stun. Goodbye.
Was not able to get the timber chain off there onto the trees. And it's a killing spree for Pakazs. As the Ancient Seal also helped there to silence up the timber saw. Starting to combat now on these lanes, EGR.
Yeah, their lanes look better. New with the 2 deaths kind of hurting him a lot. It's just the nature of the matchup. At some point, Monkey does kind of kick you out by his own.
And we've already got an Oblivion Staff on the way for Pakazs.
I like to see NothingToSay kind of make a move, or his team to move to him at least, because Shiro and you
nice
are not having a good time.
Shiro on the bottom, he may fall here. The Ancient Seal is there, taken out. Meanwhile, the mid lane as well. Top lane, sorry, Pakazs able to get a double balance strike there, but will still fall nonetheless from a 3-man gank.
It's a good trade.
It's taken out.
Good trade for them.
Carry for carry.
Does open tower pressure top though with the timber saw. Not sure the siege in bottom is still alive, but it looks like both teams are not too interested to defend. Yeah, so siege creep in bottom lane is dead, so they might not even get a trade here if someone chooses to defend. New with his Vanguard can definitely choose to go to bot lane if he wants to, but he is only level 5.
Pakazs is on his own top as well. NothingToSay, not too far away. Actually might close in the gap here. They might go in for a kill. Yeah, they are. NothingToSay coming forward there, being able to root up Pakazs on the top. They do find the kill on mid lane onto Shiro. Pakazs.
And again, carry for carry.
Carry for carry.
Void has the Midas queued up. Doesn't really have a place to go to right now.
That's the second time a carry has been committed. Oh, no. Able to get themselves the Ancient Seal. But not enough damage there. Take down NothingToSay. We'll survive through it all. Tetra's just going to Remnant and TP away. We'll come back.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
How are you feeling about it? It did look like EG were having a nice time on the side lanes, but now it's kind of fallen back a bit again now.
I just don't really know if Shiro can come back into this game.
Yeah, they're going for Pakazs again.
Oh,
well, they may be able to turn it around, getting slowed down by the Fire Spirits. Attempting now to run away, Monkey King. Fairy Fire used. Is it going to be enough to get away? Able to dodge it with a Mischief, but it's not going to be enough. They will find the Monkey King once again. Meanwhile, though, the Ancient Seal there onto the Ember. They will trade. They'll actually find 2 there and take down the Witch Doctor as well. Both Y, NothingToSay. Fallen with a rotation there from C Smile. Chris Look able to get himself a double kill.
Yeah, a bit of a deep dive there from LG. Something we're a bit not used to seeing, but they really wanted the Pakazs kill. They want to keep him down, let Shiro catch up, and you know when you run at people's carries, they tend to react to you. New here, still level 6. Do they have any ancient stacks? They do not, so it's kind of uncommon. It's gonna have some issues getting levels.
It really seems that way as well. Only level 6 here on the Timbersaw compared to level 8 on Wisper. And we have ourselves a Spirit Vessel as well. On the way, there's a smoke coming out from both Matthew and Panda here, wanting to try and find Planet. They will be able to find the Phoenix. Slowed down there, along with the Ancient Seal as well. And the Shackle Shot will be enough to take down the pesky Phoenix.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, a Vessel charge as well for the Venomancer. They'll probably look to go to the mid lane soon. They should keep fighting with this. Echo Saber and Pakazs as well.
They will find the bottom tower as well, with a siege creep rotating in there at around about the 10-minute mark. And that's the bottom tier 1 tower gone.
Ooh, they want
In
the
return,
SF.
though, we've got 3 here from LGD attempting to try and take down the SF. A nice Requiem there, which will buy some time for the TPs to come back and maybe perhaps turn it around. There's now, oh, that's a lovely agency along with the silence as well. Along with that Mystic Flare and a raise will be enough to take NothingToSay down. As Pakazs rotating in here as well. They find the Witch Doctor. That's 2 down. A lovely shackle shot onto the Timber. That's 3 dead. As EG. Lovely reactions there from the initiation onto Chris Luck. The rotations and the turnarounds from EG. They come out on top, and looks like here they'll be able to find themselves a middle tier 1 tower as well.
Yeah, they're so greedy by NothingToSay. Just didn't want to walk to the right. Wanted to throw a Remnant, maybe get a nice slide of Fist Force, but Panda just catch him off with the silence, and they end up paying very heavily for that. 5k goal lead after the laning phase LGD had. I guess it's really just kind of Shiro and New. They don't have a place to play. We see Timbersaw has been jungling for the past 3-4 minutes.
Yeah, it's not the best. Still level 6 as well. Just about to get level 7, but still, it's really troublesome when you're this underleveled as a Timbersaw. Like, usually at the first, like, 15 minutes of the stage, you want to be absolutely hammering into them, as that's really Timbersaw's spike. But unfortunately for New, he's been pushed out here by the Monkey King quite a few times, even though that they have been able to get the kill quite a lot. I think there's just been quite a lot of people on the top lane in order to get those kills, and with that, he's kind of suffered in regards to the XP game. As you can see here, this was the moment that they did indeed get themselves that wipe there.
She just melted so fast.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, EG feeling really strong right now. Chris Smile almost has his BKB done. And Pakazs has his on his way too. I'm not sure if LGD can find the levels they need and network to come back.
Mid lane. They get themselves the Mystic Flare along with the Agency as well. Is this enough to take down NothingToSay? Wow. Yes, it is. Just on like a minuscule amount. Could have maybe perhaps used Slice the Fist and Remnanted out there, but unfortunately the damage was too much again from EG. Meanwhile, they may have found themselves Shiro as well. The Chrono will be committed, and look at all this damage coming out here from the Spirit Vessel. They may actually be able to turn it around here as the Supernova, it does indeed come out. The silence is there though, onto the Faceless Void. It will be a trade for a trade. The Supernova will connect onto 2. Panda now in some trouble. Will be slowed down there by the Icarus dive, and that is the Scarif Mage down also. But it will be a very worthy kill there onto the Faceless Void. Oh no, New. Oh no.
Oh, Pakazs is waiting for him.
He gets off.
Saw him jump though. He goes the other way.
Uh-oh. He may be in some trouble. They're going to go for him now. Balor Strike is there. Though Y is in the back lines ready with the heals. Hasn't actually leveled Paralyzing Cask here, Adam. Has actually gone...
very interesting build. Just wants to help his friends out. Don't need no stuns right now. Need healing. Shiro especially. Matthew almost catching up in his net worth. Has the Midas, so the road to recovery begins.
The road to recovery. How long do you think this recovery will take?
About 40 minutes.
What?
I mean, I feel like EG's really just out to get him right now. That they're gonna hit this double BKB timing, and I feel like Shiro needs to participate in fights, you know, as poor as he is, because the Crossfire is a big part of the draft. He needs to protect the egg, enables the Death Ward and the Timbersaw to do damage, so...
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, they found themselves a shackle shot here onto the Timbersaw New. It's actually going to run forward here and maybe perhaps buy some time for the rest of LGD to try and escape and disengage. As they will do indeed, they'll only find the Timbersaw. It looks like we also have New opting here to get a Yule Scepter. So try and get some sort of is it purge? We'll just try and cancel out the dispel. Why couldn't I find the word for that? Couldn't remember the word. Debuff dispel, yeah. The Spirit Vessel. It's actually becoming quite troublesome here. I think the pickup on the Spirit Vessel here was really, really nice here from Wisper.
Yeah, EG playing their draft very well, just kind of putting
BKB
pressure
60
on.
minutes.
Yeah, double BKB as well.
Double BKB.
I don't even know if they needed this. I feel like Pakazs could buy that soul and have the same kind of impact, but EG really want to win this game, pushing the lead even more, and I don't really know what LGD can do here. It feels like they have to find a way to take a fight or just split push. But right now, it's so hard because of Vegas's. Like, you want to be able to fight Roche.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They found themselves the top tower as well. EG. Just pushing in with the catapult as well, top. So to take over LGD's side of the jungle. There's now with Chrysalok having this BKB as well, he's doesn't fear anything anymore with all the magical damage that was being outputted here by LGD. I think Monkey King and SF are completely safe for a couple of minutes with this 9-second BKB.
Yeah, but the amount of map EG has right now is crazy. They can literally walk into LGD's jungle if they want to. Just gotta let this Wisper Venom apply pressure by himself, and eventually a reaction will come. Just taking their triangle by himself while EG sweep to the bot lane, but LGD again good at dodging, read the map well, and they're out of there.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing that right now as Smart will go top. Check the top wave. Just a small amount of jungle for LGD to try and work with. They need some time now to just try and not go into these fights. Maybe perhaps just find some pick-offs here and try and farm up themselves, because they are not in a stage right now to take these team fights, especially with these BKBs. They need to try and force these BKB usages. They are going to be able to get themselves a Roshan here, EG, with the spike that they have. Not really sure if they can contest here, and I don't think they will. They're finding it quite difficult to actually take down the Roshan.
It's okay, they have razors, they'll go down eventually. I think it's just an objective on the map. They want the Aegis for the SF to deal with the multiple big spells on LGD, and it looks like they're gonna get it for pretty much nothing. No real trade or loss of any tower coming out for them.
There it goes. Aegis in the hands of actually Pakazs.
Dire's bottom tower.
They do find themselves Panda though, coming through the portal. The twin gate. This may be Scarif dead. It is indeed. The Maledict
They might
find the kill. Chrono being committed along with the Supernova as well. They will find the kill down to Venomancer as well, but the Supernova will be taken out. There'll be a 2-for-1 as Y. Oh, he tried to go through the twin gate there, but was cancelled by the Balor Strike. And it will be a 2-for-2.
Well, not that bad. Some spells used. They do force EG to come to the bottom of the map.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Do not lose their Faceless Void for once. And yeah, glimmer of hope for LGD, I guess. And I say that by look at Pakazs, and he almost has this Deso. SF level 15 now as well. They're gonna melt through buildings so fast.
I mean, especially with the aura there. Presence of the Dark Lord. -7. Wonder if he'll go the presence aura affects buildings or the shadow raise damage.
I think in this game you take aura affects buildings. You're just so far ahead.
It's usually what you get most of the time, right?
Yeah, I think most people play this Dragonlance SF BKB as a tower sieger. Just it'd be interesting to me that he didn't take his
Pinged him. But he's too close to his tower. Yeah,
casual pings. Friendly pings. That's the execute up move. So just wants to be a body for his team. Maybe help his Faceless Void get a
Shackle. Oh, lovely Shackle. Along with the Mystic Flare and the Ancient Seal. They find a very, very successful kill within a matter of seconds onto the Timber Sword. This is their offlane. And it gets decimated in perhaps 2 seconds.
Yeah, New has not been having a good game. I was really impressed with his laning phase. And then he died once and it was kind of downhill from there. EG on their hand, so aggressive. They look so much cleaner this game. They didn't do too well in lanes, and you know they made the right moves. And they're back.
Yep.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
There's only a Maelstrom and a Midas as of this moment in time on Shiro. Trying to get some net worth back. Is around about 2k behind. both the Shadow Fiend and the Monkey King right now. So Faceless Void still really needs some breathing room in order to try and come back and start dealing havoc within the future of these ongoing team fights. Meanwhile, they have found themselves Nothing to Say. Will just be able to remnant away on the top and TP out. Meanwhile, they will be able to find themselves a Tormentor as well here on LGD.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Small
attack.
victories, but their map is still getting smaller and smaller. Pakazs finishing the Deso. He's so strong right now, almost level 15 too.
Yeah.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
They've actually smoked up here on 12GD. Just sitting behind the Faceless Void right now. They will find... See Smile, Neo not wanting to get anywhere near that level 17 SF with now a Manta style. Are they chasing him?
But they look
They're
like
chasing
they're
him.
going.
They're chasing him. The BKB is there. The TP comes out from the Witch Doctor. Y is gone. I mean, at least they force out a BKB there. So if they are going to siege high ground, they have to be a little bit careful here on the Shadow Fiend in particular.
They forced EG off the bottom lane as well. EG kind of chasing them. I'd like to see them just siege high ground with Deso and Desafora, but...
Shiro. Shiro. Oh, he's revealed himself in the creep wave, the blink forward, along with the shackle shot as well. There's no follow-up damage. There's only Matthew here, who's trying to focus in with the focus fire. I mean, the silence was there as well from the Ancient Seal. There's still no damage. The Shiro's going to try and turn this around now with a Chronosphere. Now, do they have themselves enough damage? The damage has been taken too much there from Shiro. Will fall. As the egg will also be dished out. As it'll be a 2-for-1. That's not pretty good there for LGD. That's Supernova down, Chrono down as well. I think EG definitely have an opening right now to get themselves a set of racks.
Yeah, you can't be losing Shiro like that. He's the only hero in this game that cannot be dying. It's just getting further and further behind EG. Just way too strong right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So now they come to the high ground. They have themselves the glyph. We'll force it out. But I definitely think they are in no threat to leave right now. They are more than happy to stay here, EG. I mean, the Aegis is going to expire, but so what? Supernova and Chronosphere is down for around about 2 minutes. They haven't a care in the world. And they're going to try and dish out these racks right now. Try and take them out. It's up to Planet and Neo right now to fire out their spells to try and push them away, along with Nothing to Say with the Sleight of Fist as well. They have very nice high ground defense here.
Yeah, a lot of spam. They know the Chrono's still down there, as well as Egg, so
Yeah.
not too worried. We'll at least get the range right here.
Pakazs coming forward there, balance strike onto Nothing to Say, but no follow-up. They've lost the range racks. They have to be careful. It's now the shackle shot there. Oh, it connects onto two along with the Requiem as well. Nothing to Say is going to be taken out. Planet will have to Icarus dive away. They will lose Nothing to Say along with the top set of racks. With that, EG very happy with that successful attack. And they will back themselves off, resustain their spells and their mana and HP.
Yeah, now our fleet grows. LGD, they are in a very tight spot right now. Shiro goes for the BKB instead of the Mjolnir. I feel like he needed this, but
Yeah,
it's also
I feel
not
like
what
as
his
well,
team needs right now. His team needs big boy items.
I mean, every time he chronos, he's just taking so much damage within it. It's all the magical damage.
Yeah, it really is. I guess it's fine to chrono and do less damage because of the Phoenix and Witch Doctor, but EG just feel too far ahead right now.
Yeah. If he can just get himself to level 20 as well, just 5 more levels remaining where he does get the 95 plus attack speed during Chronosphere, I think it will really definitely help, and by that time, he may have himself a Milner as well. They just need to survive LGD. Speaking of that, the Timbersaw top is decimated with a Mystic Flare, combined with a Shackle Shot and the Ancient Seal. Just so much magical damage being dished out there from the Skyrim.
Double damage Monkey King. Still have the Jingle charge. Is hunting here. Oh, why you smile?
Yeah. Okay, Shiro's gone. And Y is definitely dead here. The Power Strike, double damage, 1,500 crits. Literally deleted. Well, the thing is, with the fact that they don't have themselves very much levels or net worth, LGD, even though they die, they can just come back within a matter of 30 seconds. They come back straight away. Almost straight away.
I wonder if EG is gonna look to fight here without Aegis. Pakazs has been posturing very aggressively.
Oh, we have ourselves a Satanic as well.
My god.
Oh my gosh. Are they going to survive through this? I'm not sure. I think this is just going to be sit high ground or get a pick off. I'm not sure here.
It looks like they're waiting for Roshan. Grow their advantage even more. Why not?
I mean, Roshan's back up in 10 seconds as well. Going to be spawning top. There it is. We'll see if EG now decide to actually back themselves off and go for the Roshan. Interestingly, LGD, they're going to go come up for a smoke here. Maybe perhaps try and find themselves Pakazs or Matthew. There's a smoke coming forward. I think News just had his smoke broke, along with Shiro as well. Realizing that someone was in the trees there, but very nice escape then from Pakazs, especially with the tree dance as well. Was not able to catch that Monkey King. We do have an Agnims though now on the Timber Sword. So obviously, of course, upgrading that reactive armor. So we'll see how well this will be. How well it'll become versus EG.
Neo wasn't part of the smoke, but he did show a bit too aggressively. I think it wasn't too hard for EG to read that. LGD also very limited in where they can go on the map right now. They need to save a smoke for Roshan. I say that, but Roshan is dying to EG. Very slowly,
Yes, indeed.
but dude is dying.
There's nothing really much LGD can do. In that situation, they have to let them have the Roshan. So there it is. Aegis now in the hands of the SF with a Satanic. This man is looking scary. Really scary on the Shadow Fiend. We've got ourselves an Agnims as well on Wisper. So if he is taken out, Poison Nova, the old ultimate, will be coming out.
He can do whatever he wants at this point. I like to see a Shiva maybe against all the heals. I don't know, just go all in and, you know, buff your Monkey King SF. I feel like this Aegis is your timing. Buy something that you want to go with now. I think we have Solar Crest on Wind Ranger as well. Almost done.
Yeah.
They are so strong.
I mean, interestingly, Shiro here, I don't know if he's going to go for a Mask of Madness here. He's got it in his quick buy. He's actually going to go for this Milner here instead. As meanwhile, we may need to hurry back quickly because we've got ourselves Chris hammering into this tier 3 middle tower right now. It's falling, and it's gone. NothingToSay has to be careful as well here. Because wants to try and use Tree Dance here and try and land off a Boundless Strike here onto the Ember Spirit. If he's able to get that, then it could be devastating. Oh my gosh, look at all that damage. NothingToSay has to be careful. Meanwhile, though, they're actually going to go for Pakazs here with the Chrono as well. Will they be able to take him out in time with the Supernova coming out also? Going to try and focus that egg. Have they got themselves enough damage? No, they haven't. And Monkey King will actually fall here. They get themselves a kill. Maybe perhaps Wisper as well. Wisper's going to fall, but that Poison Nova will have a big effect here onto LGD. But the Voodoo Restoration is actually keeping them alive. Slowly but surely, it will be a 2 for 2. Shiro is in some trouble there from the massive physical damage there of C Smile. They will lose 3 here on LGD.
There's just no way they kill this SF. It was a really nice smoke for them catching Pakazs. He caught the Witch Doctor in the Chrono as well. I actually thought Pakazs would survive there, but Phoenix does way too much damage.
So now they clear out the middle set of racks and they head for the bottom now. Supernova still on cooldown for about a minute. It will force out a glyph. Really, C Smile does not have a care in the world. Chris Luck just hammering into the last objective, which will obtain then the Mega Creeps. So Timber Sword coming in soon. They try and get a kill here. I mean, there's still an Aegis here on an SF. The Satanic is there. Meanwhile, NothingToSay trying to get into the back lines here. Oh no, but the Shackle Shot. Is this going to be enough to take down NothingToSay? Just able to use the Yules there before the Fear attack there from the Necromastery comes off. There's still Ember Spirit will fall, does have the buyback available. Chronosphere, it's still down for a minute, though Supernova is going to come off cooldown in around about 10 seconds. They still have this bottom set of racks, but C-Smile is just still hammering into them. Look at this damage here, and double shackle shot as well. This may be the Timbersword dead. Timbersword just able to use up, but they find themselves the kill onto the Faceless, along with the Witch Doctor and the Timbersword as well. No back here for the Faceless Void, as the Phoenix is taken out. Down for 70. GG is called. And EG will be able to win themselves this second game and make it a 1-1.
And did Pakazs ever use Wukong this game? I feel like he's been right-clicking and right-clicking. I've not seen the Wukong come out.
He used it when he was chronoed. He used it when he was chronoed.
The defensive
I think